Scrolling through some articles today to just kind of get a feel of what is being talked about for the Detroit Lions, and I came up with a couple of interesting ones. We're going to talk about it. One being that the Detroit Lions should be a trade partner for Tua Tagovailoa. We're going to discuss that, as well as Sheila Ford Hamp had something to say about our Lions football team, why that's important. We're going to get into head coach Dan Campbell talking about the team power rankings, as well as the offensive line. I think there's going to be a stat out there that's quite interesting, and players that the Detroit Lions should re-sign. But before we get into this video, if you are a Detroit Lions fan, you like to hear about your Lions football team, news, rumors, everything regarding it, I drop videos every single day, and we do live streams. So if you're into Lions, you're into news, and you want daily content, this is the channel for you. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, go ahead and knock out the like button. Knock that bad boy out like a TKO for Mike Tyson. Let's get into today's rumors. We're going to get into Sheila Ford Hamp. Now, she made quite a revealing statement. Something that we all know, but they never really want to talk about it. And that was, she understands that the Detroit Lions are in a rebuild mode. It's brutal, but she stayed, yes, we're in rebuild mode. Finally, at least leadership acknowledges the straight facts of going on in the situation here. The Detroit Lions was left with a dumpster fire from former GM Bob Quinn and head coach Matt Patricia. What was given to our head coach and our GM is a travesty. It should be illegal what happened to it. We all knew coming to this season that it was a rebuild. We've talked about it many times on this channel. Obviously, the general manager, Brad Holmes, and head coach Dan Campbell are not going to state it, but at least the owner stated it, that yes, this is a full-blown rebuild. It's brutal, but it's the truth, and I'm glad that she spoke the truth, and I appreciate it. I wish more people would just be blunt and speak the truth. That's the best way to go about it. The expectations for this team this year by our leadership understood going in this bad boy that this is going to be rough. This is going to suck. Why do you think Dan Campbell got a 6-year contract? Because they knew what was going to happen. They knew that this team was not going to play well. I don't know if they knew 0-7 bad, but they knew it was going to be bad. I appreciate her talking about it. I appreciate the insight. Good to know from the leadership that they can finally express it to the fan base. Hit that like button, folks. Let's get to 200 likes in this video. All you got to do is smash it, and it helps bring the channel out. That's just how YouTube works. So if you can do so, that would be fan-freaking-tastic and much appreciated. Now, I was reading through an article, and there was trade destinations for Tua Tagovailoa. One of the trade destinations was to the Detroit Lions, and we're going to talk about it here. First off, I thought it was absurd in the article that you would have to trade a first-round pick to get Tua Tagovailoa. First off, the Miami Dolphins are aggressively looking to trade for Deshaun Watson. If they do make that trade, do you think a team, understanding they now want to get rid of Tua, they went and traded all this capital to get Deshaun Watson? Of course they don't want to have Tua Tagovailoa. Why on God's green earth would any team give up a first-round pick for Tua? It would make no sense. They would have zero leverage in the matter to trade and get a first-round pick for a guy everybody knows is not the future of the team. That's not going to happen. I think that's utterly ridiculous, and that's just not from a Lions standpoint. That's from any team standpoint. That seems absurd. You look at Josh Rosen, I think that's really the only situation you can compare this to is when the Arizona Cardinals selected Josh Rosen, and the next year they went and got Kyler Murray. And when they traded Josh Rosen, it was for a second-round draft pick. And I think for Tua, that's probably the range, second round. You look at what Darnold got from the Jets, a second-round draft pick. I think that would be the case for him as well. I do not believe the Detroit Lions are going to give up a second-round pick to get Tua Tagovailoa. I don't believe that would be the case. I don't think that's a situation the Lions really have to worry about that right now. Right now, we have a lot of draft capital for this up-and-coming season. We may have more if we trade other players away. Since we got high draft picks coming, why would they go ahead and send a second-round pick? That's pretty high to get Tua when you can just draft your quarterback? What if they just want to go ahead and get quarterback in the first round? We got 2 first-round picks. There's going to be quarterbacks that will slide, so I can understand them wasting a draft pick in the draft instead of taking a draft pick and trading for Tua. Yes, he would be on his rookie deal. Yes, it's a cheap contract. Still, I don't believe the Detroit Lions are going to do it. We've heard no signals from the organization. I just don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to ride with what we have right now, embrace the suck, get ready for the draft, and then go ahead and look to select a quarterback in the 2022 NFL Draft. Dan Campbell stated in his press conference that he is built for adversity. I 100% agree. He is built for this. He is the right person for this rebuild right now. You need to have a guy that will make players play hard for you, even though we're sucking. And right now, 0-7, we suck. But the players are playing hard. That's a testament to the coaching staff. Yes, losing games. Yes, he's made mistakes. But you got to have a guy with absolutely thick skin made of rubber, made of cement skin, to take this job in Detroit, understanding this team stinks, understanding that the talent level is not there yet. You got to have that, because if you don't, if you get a soft-skinned guy, guess what? He's going to be out quick, because this team, right now, it's going to take a couple years to be a team where we want to compete for the NFC North. You got to have thick skin. You got to understand that this is going to be rough. It's going to be rough waters. Stay with it. Continue to grind. I'm happy that he is made for adversity, and I'm happy right now that he's a head coach. Just take the time and go day by day with this. The season's almost over, where we can get some talent in this football team and start winning some football games. Comment on the video. Do you think Dan Campbell is the man for the job? This one is simple. Why for yes and for no? I know there's a lot of people upset with 0-7. They think it's his fault, but let me know in the comment section Y or N. Let's do a little bit of a poll here and see what you guys think. Let's go ahead and look at the power rankings so far after the Lions lost. Actually, this is funny. All of them had the Lions ranked 32 previous to the loss of the Rams game. USA Today went up to 30 after the loss. Yahoo Sports 30, CBS 31, and Sporting News and Washington Post stayed at 32. I thought that was interesting that they went up. We're 0-7, but yet they have confidence that this is not the worst team in the NFL. I can understand that because the team is playing hard. We are going to be going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. I think there is a possibility the Lions win this game. And if you look in the NFL right now, there's 5 teams with 1 win. So if the Lions win, they'd probably shoot up in the power rankings or shoot down in the NFL draft. I get it. The team's playing hard. Still, I think they should be ranked 32. Why? Because we have not won a game. I think that's fair. I like legitimate record instead of simply what your eye has seen. If you ain't won a game, you should be the worst. Right now, we haven't won a game. We'll see going forward. I think the team can win the Eagles, and they probably then would shoot up in the power rankings and down in the draft. Fan Nation did an article, and they talked about there's 3 players they would like the Detroit Lions to sign, and actually Dan Campbell had high praise for these players, and I concur fully. I think Khalif Raymond definitely should be re-signed. He's done a fantastic, given where we brought him in. He's a diamond in the rough, kind of came out of nowhere, killing it. I think he would be a very good number 3 for the Detroit Lions going forward. He has shown that he's got good hands. He's shown he can get open. He's shown he's reliable. Go ahead and re-sign Khalif Raymond 100% with it. I'm not sure what the contract would be, what the extension would be. I believe it wouldn't be too big. Let's get this guy in a contract. Alex Anzalone, he started off slow, but man, oh man, he is playing the best football probably of his career right now. That is absolutely fantastic. We needed help at the linebacking core, and he's standing up, him, Derek Barnes. I think the Lions should re-sign Alex Anzalone. I was very hard on him coming into this season. But ever since Jamie Collins left, he has turned it up in a notch. And it's good to have a veteran back there that is reliable. Alex Anzalone is that. Jalen Reeves has been making plays. He's doing decent, giving the chances. I always thought that he should be playing last year and the year before. I kept saying it. At least throw him on the field, see what he has. You would do better than what we had last year. Man, oh man, but the previous regime just wouldn't do it. Now he's got an opportunity. He's not the best linebacker in the world, but I think for solid depth, I think the Lions go ahead and probably draft a linebacker fairly high. Jalen Reeves-Maben would be a good guy until that person's ready. And he's good on special teams as well. So I have no problem that Fan Nation used these guys to re-sign. I think that's a quality idea. As well as I'm going to add the Lions kicker, Scipios. The guy's doing a phenomenal job. He's kicking the football well. He's giving us field goals. He's been consistent. He's not talked about enough. Re-sign him as well. We're going to talk about the Lions offensive line and how well they did this Sunday. First off, Sewell was dominating. He's shown the reason why we drafted this guy. He is going to be a very good Lion for a long time. He's young too. It's nice to see his growth. Yes, he's going to have ups and downs. This was an up. That's what happens with rookies, but you can see why this guy was picked as where he was, because this dude is a beast. He's got great feet. He is a monster. He bowed no man. That's exactly what you want in a blue-chip player. That's what you want. But Evan Brown, the Lions center, after Frank Ragnow went down, guy who's not talked about. He was the highest pass-blocking center in the NFL in League 7 by PFF, and it showed. The Lions did very good in pass protection. Brown deserves some credit. This is what you have to have for a GM to find players that can help contribute, and they're on the wire somewhere. They're out of nowhere. That's what you do to build a good football team. Evan Brown, salute to you for doing a great job, helping this Lions out in a time that we need help with Frank Ragnow out. Stenberg was placed on IR. Sucks for him. Hopefully he can get better, but this probably could be, man, if he doesn't do anything next year, I don't know. This could be a guy that we don't re-sign for the long haul at some point because he's been hurt. He hasn't been playing. Now he's on IR. We'll see going forward for next year, but if he doesn't help produce next year, he could be a guy on the ropes for the Lions. Got a good video dropping tomorrow. Get ready for that. That'll be 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a fun video for sure. And on Thursday, we got the One Pride podcast on my channel. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, a fun interactive show. If you're new to the channel, come on down, ask any question. We will answer it, myself and the panel. We have a good time doing so. And the Lions versus Eagles live watch party Sunday at 1 p.m. Could this be the Lions' first win? If it is, watch the live reaction. And if you can't watch it, you can hear it as the game audio will be playing.